Hey guys, so what I want to do now is go over a 12-week beginner's program for a half marathon. We had already released a 5K beginner's program. Now I want to do a half marathon. The reason why I'm not doing 10K is 5K and 10K training is somewhat similar. Half marathon training is a little bit more similar to marathon training with some volume modifications, of course. But generally, some of the most frequently run races are 5Ks and half marathons. So I want to give you an option on the long end to go along with the option on the short end. So let's get to it. It's a 12-week program, and there's going to be 3 blocks of 4 weeks each. Okay, each 4 weeks I'm going to introduce a couple of more components of training to eliminate redundancy and to really callous you and get you ready for the half marathon. Okay, so week 1. You're running 2 miles on Monday, 2.5 miles on Tuesday with a half mile walking. You're off Wednesday. 2.5 miles with a half mile walking on Thursday. 2 miles of running on Friday with a 3-mile long run on Saturday. And with an off day on Sunday. This 4-week block, you'll notice as well that it's a gradual, very, very incremental increase in volume. It's not very drastic. So week 2, 2 miles on Monday, 3.5 miles of running plus a half mile walking on Tuesday, a bike or a cross-train day on Wednesday, or if you feel you needed a total off day is good as well. I just like to try to keep a consistent rhythm with a Wednesday off day or on the alternate week, a bike or a cross-train day to break up some of the running. Thursday, 3.5 miles of running and a half mile walking. Friday, 2 miles. Saturday, a 4-mile long run, so we added a mile to that, and an off day on Sunday. Week 3, 3 miles of running on Monday, 4 miles on Tuesday, off day Wednesday, 3.5 miles of running and a half mile walking on Thursday, 3 miles on Friday, and a 5-mile long run on Saturday, with an off day on Sunday. Week 4, 3 miles on Monday, 5 miles on Tuesday, the bike or a cross-train day, or an off day if you prefer it on a Wednesday. 4.5 miles on Thursday with a half mile of walking afterward. 3 miles on Friday, and a 6-mile long run on Saturday with an off day on Sunday. So, like I said, 4-week blocks. This was just to introduce a consistent pattern of running. As you'll notice, an off day on Wednesday and an off day on Sunday, or a cross-train day and an off day on the alternate week. You'll notice throughout the whole program there aren't any consecutive off days because we want to establish a consistent rhythm or a consistent pattern of running and not knock you off of it. So that's why off days and cross-training days are spread out with a couple of days of running in between. So now let's take this down. Let's go to weeks 5 to 8. All right. Now, week 5. We got 3 miles on Monday, 5 miles on Tuesday, and if you notice, I've added some uphill running here. So with this 4-week block, we're going to add some uphill running and some short sprint work. So to kind of help you open up the stride, it'll work on helping with stride efficiency and your running economy, and it'll also give you a taste of some uphill running and some flat running with a little bit of a faster pace. So again, 5 by 50 meter uphill runs with a jog down or a walk down recovery, whichever one you prefer. Wednesday is going to be an off day. Okay. Thursday is going to be 4.5 miles of running with a half mile walking. Friday, 3 miles with 5 by 50 meter flat now with a jog or a walk back recovery. Saturday, a 5-mile long run. Sunday's an off day. Week 6, 3 miles on Monday, 5 miles on Tuesday with 6 by 50 meter uphill run. So we added 1 rep with a jog down recovery. Bike or a cross train or an off day on Wednesday. 4.5 miles of running plus a half mile walking on Thursday. 3 miles of running plus 6 by 50 meter flat sprints or accelerations on Friday, a 6-mile long run on Saturday, and an off day Sunday. Let's go to week 7. 3 miles Monday, 5 miles plus 5 by 100 meter uphills. Now, so we increased the distance, but we cut back on the reps. So 5 by 100 meter uphill runs with an equal jog. Wednesday off. Thursday, 4.5 miles of running plus a half mile walking. Friday, you have 3 miles of running plus 5 by 100 meter flats on the flats with an equal recovery. Saturday, we bumped the long run up from 6 to 8. Okay. And then Sunday, we have an off day. Week 8. 3 miles Monday, 6 miles and 6 by 100 meter uphill runs on Tuesday. So we added a rep to the 100 meter uphill runs. Bike or cross train or an off day on Wednesday. Thursday, 5.5 miles plus a half mile walking. Friday, 3 miles plus 6 by 100 meters on the flats to complement the uphill runs earlier in the week. And on Saturday, a 10-mile long run with a Sunday off day. You'll notice this particular 4-week cycle, we introduced some faster running on the uphills and on the flats, and we made a little bit more significant jumps on the long runs. So I like to cap the long runs around 10 miles for a beginner half marathon program. It gets a little bit higher as you get a little bit more fitter and more experienced, but I like to cap it at 10 so that you have an opportunity to run multiple 10-mile long runs during a half marathon program. Okay, so let's take this one down. And the final 4-week block, got right here, week 9 to 12. Okay, so week 9, 3 miles on Monday. And Monday's always going to be a short, easy day. Tuesday, 6 miles plus 4 by 200 meter uphill runs. So we doubled the length of the uphill runs, but we cut back on the reps. Same equal recovery. Wednesday's the off day. Now Thursday we're going to introduce something called the fartlek, which is very pace running. So it's going to be 5.5 miles, and within that run, you're going to do 4 by 3 minute hard with a 1 minute easy jog recovery after each rep, and then a half mile walking afterward. So generally, these hard efforts are going to be in the middle of the run. So you can space that out any way you want. You just want to make sure you're running a little easier in the beginning and a little easier afterward. Okay, so Friday you got 3 miles. Saturday an 8-mile long run, so we dropped it back down. Sunday off. Week 10. Monday 3 miles. Tuesday 6 miles plus 5 by 200 meter uphill runs. We added a rep. Bike or cross train or off on Wednesday. Thursday 1.5 miles of easy running, and then 2 by 2 mile at tempo or half marathon pace with a 3 minute recovery in between, and then another 1.5 miles of easy running. The goal with that workout is to get you used to longer bouts of running where being a little bit uncomfortable, specifically since you're going to be doing 13 miles of relatively aggressive running in a few weeks. So these types of efforts help prepare you for that. Friday 3 miles, Saturday 10-mile long run, back up, and an off day on Sunday. So now you have your 2 10-mile long runs. Okay, week 11, you got 2 weeks left. 3 miles on Monday, 6 miles on Tuesday. Now we're doing 4 by 100 meter uphill and 4 by 100 meter on the flat with an equal jog recovery on the same day. Off on Wednesday. Now on Thursday we've gone from a 5.5 mile fartlek to a 6.5 mile fartlek. And all we've done is we've added a 3 minute effort. So now you're going to have 5 by 3 minutes hard with 1 minute easy recovery running after each effort in the middle of your run with a half mile walk afterward. 3 miles on Friday, 7-mile long run, dropped it down a couple miles on Saturday with an off day on Sunday. Race week, here we go. 3 miles on Monday. Tuesday, 5.5 miles of total running with 2 by a mile of hard running with a 2 minute recovery in between each. So maybe the first mile will be at half marathon pace, the second mile will be a little faster than half marathon pace. That'll be in the middle of your 5.5 miles running. Wednesday, a bike or a cross train day. Thursday, 4 miles and then 3 by 100 meter uphill and 3 by 100 meter flat. We want to keep that consistent pattern of accelerating every couple of days. We don't want to change it up the race week. We don't want to throw the body out of rhythm, which is also why I'm putting an off day on Friday instead of Saturday, and I'll explain that in a minute. 2 minutes of easy jogging on a shakeout on Saturday, the day before, and Sunday. What I encourage you to do is to jog 3 to 5 minutes before the half marathon, just to let your body warm up a little bit, get your blood flowing, and then run the half marathon. And if you're up for it, I encourage you to run an easy 3 to 5 miles, 3 to 5 minutes afterward, not 3 to 5 miles. 3 to 5 minutes afterward, just to allow the body to cool back down a little bit. Now, going back to the off day, the reason why I have an off day 2 days before the half marathon or before any race instead of the day before a race is to keep the body in a running rhythm. Generally, and I've noticed over the years of my, over a span of 20 years of coaching, anytime, most of the times I should say, I've had an athlete take the day off before a race, he generally didn't feel as sharp on race day. Whereas if we moved that day, that off day 2 days prior, felt a heck of a lot better on race day. So move it back to 2 days, and then it's an easy shakeout the day before. Now that being said, if the race is Saturday, then the off day is going to be Thursday. So you make some slight modifications to the training. So again, this last 4-week block, we've incorporated some harder efforts. Okay, we stayed steady on the long runs and then kind of taper things back and increase the amount of uphill running and flat running, or at least the distances of it. So this is more of a maintenance and cycle while introducing some of the harder running. And it's also to eliminate redundancy. So instead of doing 12 weeks of the same exact thing, we do 4 weeks of something, 4 weeks of something a little different, 4 weeks of something a little different. It throws a little bit of variety into your training, and it keeps you engaged in your training as well, which will help you be a lot more engaged when it comes to race day. So I will make one important point, 2 important points actually. Number one, simulate the race, and what I mean by that is if you sign up for a half marathon and you look at the course map in advance, and it's a hilly race or rolling hills, I encourage you to do some of your long runs over rolling hills to simulate what the race is going to look like and feel like. If it's on the flat, then I encourage you to do a lot of your long runs and even your harder running on the flat as well. It helps you establish your rhythm, especially if you want to try to lock into a pace. It's a lot easier to do that on the flats than it is on rolling areas. Second point before I go is hydrate, fuel, good stretching routine, okay, and a comfortable pair of training shoes. And if you're going to get new shoes, be sure to break them in a lot earlier than the race day. You don't want to experiment with anything on the week of the race. Fueling, please fuel, or I encourage you to fuel within 30 to 40 minutes after a run or a workout to help maximize and speed up your recovery. Hydrate regularly, especially in the warmer weather, when dehydration becomes a lot more of an issue. And in the drastic cold weather, dehydration is also an issue. And those are the main things. And for injury prevention, a good flexibility routine. I will have other videos to go over flexibility and strength training as well. And I will have some other videos. I'll have a 10K video. I'll have a marathon video. And if there's any specifics you would like for me to make videos of, please leave a comment down below. And please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of these videos. Hopefully they're helpful and informative. And if there's anything, like I said, you want to see, just let me know. Take care. Good luck. We'll see you soon.